This is the question asked in today's SkillTrack Daily Challenge. So in the first line of our input, we are given integer n as input, and after that we are given the name of n cricket teams and their home stadium. So the first cricket team name is Chennai Super King and their home stadium is Chidambaram Stadium. And then in the next line we are given another team name Kolkata Knight Riders and their home name is Eden Gardens. So like that we are given n team names and their home grounds. Now our task is to calculate the cricket tournament schedule, and it is given in the question that every team must be playing with the every other opponent team for 2 times, and the match should be taking place in both of their home stadiums. So first let us take the team Chennai Super Kings. So its first match will be with Kolkata Knight Riders. So the first match will be Chennai Super Kings versus Kolkata Knight Riders in the Chennai Super Kings home stadium, which is Chidambaram Stadium. So this will be the first match, and the second match will be again between Chennai and Kolkata. But first we should print the name of Kolkata Knight Riders. So the Kolkata Knight Riders versus Chennai Super Kings at their stadium at Eden Gardens. So in our output we can see that the first match is Chennai Super Kings versus Kolkata Knight Riders in Chidambaram Stadium, and the second match is also between Chennai and Kolkata. But first we are printing the name of Kolkata Knight Riders and Chennai Super Kings, and the stadium is Eden Gardens. So now, as per the conditions given in the question, the Chennai Super Kings has played 2 matches with Kolkata Knight Riders, and the matches has been taken place in both of their home stadiums. And now the next match should be Chennai Super Kings versus Mumbai Indians. So the first match will be Chennai Super Kings versus Mumbai Indians in the Chidambaram Stadium, which is the home stadium of Chennai Super Kings. And again the next match will be Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings at the Wankhede Stadium. So in our output we can see that first we are printing Chennai Super Kings versus Mumbai in Chidambaram Stadium, and then we are printing Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super Kings at the Mumbai Indians Stadium. And now the Chennai Super Kings must be playing with Royal Challengers. So similarly the first match should be in the Chidambaram Stadium and the second match will be in Chinnaswamy Stadium. So in our output also we can see that first CSK versus RCB at Chidambaram Stadium, and then RCB versus CSK at Chinnaswamy Stadium. So now the team Chennai Super Kings has played with all the teams. Now we should take the team Kolkata Knight Riders, and now the Kolkata should be playing with Mumbai. So the first match will be Kolkata versus Mumbai in Eden Gardens, and the second match will be Mumbai versus Kolkata at Wankhede Stadium. And after playing with Mumbai Indians, next the Kolkata Knight Riders will be playing with RCB. So the first match between Kolkata and RCB will be at Eden Gardens, and then RCB versus Kolkata Knight Riders will be at the Eden Gardens. And after that we have to take Mumbai Indians, and we should schedule matches for Mumbai Indians versus RCB and RCB versus Mumbai Indians. So like that we have to calculate the matches and the stadiums in which the matches will be taking place. Now let us see how to write a C program for this. So first I am creating a function named indexOf, and this function is of return type int, and it accepts 2 things in its arguments. So first it accepts a character array and then a character. So what this function does is it finds the index of the particular character ch in the character array str and returns the index of it. So within this we have to write the code for that. So we have to create a logic such a way that we have to create a loop that iterates from 0 till the string length of str, and in every iteration we have to check the character present at the particular index in str, and if it is equal to ch, then we have to return the value of I, which will be the index. So we will be using it in our main function. Now let us start with our main function. So in the main, first I am creating 2 character arrays named team name and home ground. So the size of both the character array is 20, and at every index we can store up to 1001 characters. And then I am creating an integer variable n, and using a scanf statement I am accepting the value of the integer n, and in the scanf I am including /n, because after accepting the integer we have to move to the next line to accept the team name and the home ground. So we have to accept strings from the next line. So I am creating a loop that iterates for n times, and in every iteration we are not going to directly accept the team name and the home stadium, because the input is a space separated string, and it also contains a hyphen in between which separates the team name and the home stadium. So what we are going to do is we are going to accept the complete line of input and store it into another character array named input, which is of size 1001. So using a scanf statement I am going to accept the complete line as input. So when we want to accept a space separated string, this is how we should be giving inside the double quotes. So when we do like this, only then we will be able to accept a space separated string. And after that we should move to the next line. So I'm also including a slash n in the end. So now our complete line of input is stored in this character array named input, and there may be also empty spaces at the end. So first we have to remove those empty spaces in the end. So using a if condition, I am checking the last character. So if the last character is an alphabet or if the last character is a digit, then we are going to keep it as such. Else we have to remove the last empty space. So whenever these conditions are not true, we are going to set the last character as null. So automatically all the characters after that will be deleted, which results in removing the empty space in the last. This is similar to the trim method in Java. And now we have to find the index of hyphen, because that is the separator for the team name and the home stadium. So using the function index of, I'm going to find the index of the character ch in the character array input, and I'm going to store that particular index in a variable named int. So using this function we can calculate the index, we can find the index of the character hyphen, and that particular index is now stored in the variable int. So now we know that all the characters present before the hyphen represents the team name, and all the characters present after the hyphen represents the home stadium of that particular team. So first we are going to copy the name of home stadium into the home ground character array. So now we know the index of hyphen, which is nothing but int, but after the hyphen there is also a empty space in every input. So int plus 1 is a empty space. Actually the name of the home stadium starts from the int plus 2. So in the string copy function I am using ampersand input of int plus 2. So what this does is it takes all the characters from this index till the end, which is nothing but the name of the home stadium. We are going to store the name of the home stadium into the respective character array home ground, which we have already created. So now this value will be stored at the index I in the home ground character array. So now we have calculated the home ground. Next we have to take the, that is we have to extract the team name from the input. So we know the index of hyphen and all the characters present before hyphen is the name of the team, but again there is a space. So we have to set the int minus 1 as null. So what happens is the space before the hyphen is deleted, and also all the characters, that is the home stadium, is also deleted. So now the value stored in input is nothing but only the team name. So we can just directly copy the input into the team name at the index I. So this is how we will be extracting the team name and their stadium, and we will be storing it into the respective character arrays. So finally after the execution of the loop we would have accepted our input, and now we have to print our output. So to print the output, again we are creating a nested loop, and the first I loop iterates from 0 to n, and the second j loop iterates from I plus 1 till n. So in every iteration of this nested loop we have to print two matches. So first we have to print the team name of I and team name of j, and the home ground will be the ith index home ground. So we have to print our output as per the given format. So we have to print the team name and we have to print versus, and within the brackets we have to print the stadium. So this is the first match, and again we have to create the second match. So the second match will be nothing but between the same team but at the different home ground, and the team name of j must be printed first. So in the second printf statement, first we should print the team name of j, and we should print the team name of I, and the home ground must be of j. So this is how we should be printing our output. So this is the logic. Thank you for watching.